Now I was starving because we left early, we didn't eat lunch, so I wanted to eat something, and I don't have a supper for tonight, so I drove up the road to the Sunwapta sort of station, we call it, and there's like a little restaurant there, and I bought myself a sandwich. Check this out. I ate it on the way back here. It's only 10 minutes away, but I paid $15.95 plus tax. It came out to like $16.60 for an egg salad sandwich. Welcome to Jasper, folks. All right. So I just finished hiking out of Coral Creek with Jeff and JT, and we got at our cars at about, I don't know, 12:30 or so, 1 o'clock, and then then we parted ways. They went home, and then I drove north. So right now I'm at the Poboktan Creek trailhead, and this is the start of Maligne Pass, which ends in Jasper. Now my companion for this hike is Whalley, but Whalley can't start until tomorrow, so it doesn't make sense for me to drive 4 hours and go back home. So I'm already here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hike up to Poboktan campground, which is about 6 kilometers, and camp there and wait for him. I'll have to backtrack a little bit tomorrow morning, and he'll join me tomorrow, you know, 10ish, whatever, and he's a fast hiker, so he'll catch up to me real quick. So yeah, I'm starting a second adventure back to back with a different partner. You can hear the highway. So I resupplied. So when I left the house a couple of days ago, I had my supplies for the first hike, and then of course I had to have supplies for this hike. So I have groceries. So I reloaded with my groceries. Whalley's going to cook tonight. He likes cooking, and he's organized the meal, so he's bringing suppers, not tonight, but for the other 2 nights. And then took on some clean clothes, some clean socks, some toilet paper, some fuel, swapped out maps, grabbed a different map, changed out the batteries in the GoPro, that kind of stuff. So it's all good. Now the trailhead here, this is a trailhead parking lot, but there's a bridge over Poboktan and it's gone, so I have to walk back to the highway and cross the highway bridge. There's the new trailhead. But I don't think they want us parking around here. Alright, so my destination tonight is 7.6 kilometers. No dogs on this trail because of caribou. Well, the last hour has been positively gross, and the amount of water pooling on the trail is remarkable. It's like the ground has no capacity for soaking up moisture, which I find extraordinary considering apparently we had one of the worst seasons ever for forest fires. How could that be? The whole area is just soaking wet. You know, it took me an hour and a half, but I am soaking wet right now. I'm in what I call sort of pre-survival mode. You know, got into camp, found a spot under a tree and set up my tent and unloaded everything. My sleeping bag bottom is wet. My boots are wet. My pants are wet. I'm in dry clothes right now, and I'm in my tent, so I'm safe. I'm okay, but it is absolutely freaking miserable. I hope it's not like this for 2 days because I don't really feel like it. Yeah, it's you can see the bugs. It's 8:20, and it finally stopped raining. It's still overcast. You can see behind me I got my clothes hanging. I got my sleeping bag, and I'm just going to leave that up for at least a couple of hours, see what happens. Hopefully it dries a little bit, and then probably leave the pants there overnight. If it doesn't rain overnight, then they'll dry. If it rains, well, they'll still be wet. But Yeah, on days like this, you have to embrace the suck, they say, you know, because it's a miserable, miserable day. Everything's wet. The boots are wet. The willows on the trail make it terrible. So hopefully tomorrow's a nice day. Hook up with Whalley tomorrow, and then we'll tackle Maligne Pass, which is fantastic. And check this out. This is what I call an alleluia moment, because the sun is coming up right where it needs to. And then I got about, oh yeah, that's fantastic. Look at that. Like everything's golden. So the sun's shining down on this meadow, and it's going to shine down full on me. Like it's 7:30 and I got to get on the trail at say 9:30 to meet Whalley. Not even 9:30. I could be later because I got a mere kilometer to walk back to meet Whalley. So I got about 2 hours for everything to dry. I want my sleeping bag dry. I want my boots as dry as possible, my socks, my pants, my shirt, everything, my tent. This is fantastic. This is awesome. Not the prettiest campground in the world. There's 4 tent pads over there. The one saving grace is you got a nice, call it beach. You can walk down this path. And you can sit there and make a fire. That's illegal, but obviously people have made fires. Not a pretty campground, but it served me well. Protected me after a nasty rainstorm. Like I said, I was in what I call pre-survival mode. I was getting hypothermic and cold, and you need to do something quickly before you get into survival mode. Anyways, it is 9:45. Whalley said he was going to be at the truck at 10, or at the trailhead, but when we set 10 as the trailhead originally, it's because he thought I was going to be driving up from Calgary, and since I'm not driving up from Calgary, he could be at the trailhead in an hour, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's already well on his way. We had agreed to meet at 11, but we'll see. There's my nemesis right on the trail. Big old porcupine. Look at him run. He's had enough of that. See you later. $5K to Avalanche. Holy shit. The people you meet on the trail. What the heck, dude? What's going on, man?
Just enjoying the fucking trip, buddy.
Woo!
Beautiful day. What an enjoyable hike so far.
No!
No! Did you get rain last night?
Oh my god.
Oh, I saw it. I was wondering if you got rain.
I had a hard time getting up on the other side. Soaked. That's okay, there's a campground up ahead. I'm gonna dry everything there. just had a hard time bushwhacking here. Whalley's probably 400 yards behind me. He's taking his time filming, but I don't want to go too far. I found the trail again. Wow, this is pretty. Yeah, the tent pads are up there. Look at the view from this campsite. Hasta la vista, Avalanche. On to Mary Vaux. Nasty. Yeah, no. There's Jonah's shoulder over there. And this is Maligne Pass. Wow. You're gonna see it like I'm gonna see it. What's around here? Oh, wow. That's a good bear track. Well, this is really cool because, as I've said many times, the pass is defined as like the low point between two mountain ranges, but the high point for rivers. And you know, it's a saddle, and normally it's the headwaters of a creek. So I think this is Avalanche Creek, but it's starting at a lake, and then so heading towards behind me is one divide, and then on the other end is another divide. But normally, you know, creeks just come down and disappear. It's rare that there's a lake right at the pass. So this is really cool. So we have an extremely well-defined pass here because we have a lake, and we can clearly see where waters are divided. So any water that ends up in this lake is going down that way, and any water that misses and goes the other way starts Maligne Creek and will end up in Maligne Lake. And they're totally different watershed because Maligne Lake dumps into the Athabasca, which heads north, and this, the other side, dumps into the North Saskatchewan, which heads south. So we are definitely on a, you know, we're near the Continental Divide, and actually on the other side of this mountain range, waters are heading to the Pacific. So it's really cool to be in this part of the world. Yeah, so the water from there heads that way, doesn't quite make it into the lake. So we are at the pass. This is the pass right here. This is the Maligne River, folks. How cool is that? Cool. Well, I'm gonna stay in the shade. That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Whalley volunteered to do the cooking, as he often does on these trips, and he bought This is insane, folks. Bone-in rib. 62 bucks, man. I owe you more money than the 40 bucks I gave you, dude.
I don't want to ask you for money for these sort of things. Like,
Jeez.
It's my choice to buy these expensive things. So please, enjoy your $4 meal. So just a salt and pepper mix going over top.
Different colored carrots. Look at those, eh? That's gonna be gorgeous. This thing cooked for about an hour. Look at how gorgeous that is. Now he's making
just chopping up some garlic.
Yeah.
Yep, nice rough chop. We're chopping it right on the picnic table too at every cutting board.
Don't
That's
care.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything will cook out.
It's got some seasoning, some butter. Oh. I've said this a million times. I'll say it again, man. I wonder what the poor people are doing. And it doesn't take any money to do this. Like, it takes no money. Like a trip, it takes
$100. $100.
No, I mean, it takes some gear, and sure, I'm lucky because I live here. I live in the most amazing part of the world. And even though I live in the most amazing part of the world, I still get to come to places like this that are seldom visited. So this is the Mary Vaux campground. Last time I was here was probably 1998, 1997, somewhere around there. So this is 2023. So it's been 25 years since I've been here. But that's irrelevant. This campsite is 100 years old. Like Mary Vaux, Mary Schäffer, Father Outram all came through here. And so we're just following in the footsteps of some legendary mountaineers. And
it's been amazing reminiscing, sitting around the campfire, thinking about what they were doing 100 years ago. And it's probably not that different. I mean, it may look a little bit different, but honestly, we're just cooking food, drinking drinks, and enjoying each other's company.
Absolutely. So, fundamentally, this is a cheap hobby. It costs me next to nothing to come here. Once I've bought the gear, I can jump in my truck or my car and drive here and then hike. So to get here took labor, took time and effort on my part. Something you can't do with money. So money won't buy you this. You can't fly here with a helicopter. You can't have somebody take you here. If you want to come to this spot, you need to walk for a day. That's it. But a day. So I came here last night. Whalley came here today. One day, Whalley gets here. One day.
Yeah. 8 hours.
8 hours
of hiking. That's it. And a little bit of will. Come on out.
Done. Whalley's tent set up. Mine, as you know, I had such an evil night last night that I want to make sure my sleeping bag is bone dry. Drying my socks and my shirt. Yeah, buddy! Woo!
Somebody gave me fire!
Don't be nervous. There is no fire ban in the park. So as long as the fire is in a steel box, it's all good. That is not your typical backcountry meal. That is not alpine air dehydrated bullshit. This is like prime rib with rosemary, garlic, shallots, lots of butter. Dude.
I can't wait, man. It's gonna be delicious. We're ready to enjoy.
Crazy, eh? I'm in the backcountry. I'm currently 20 kilometers from a trailhead on a trail that almost nobody ever visits, and I'm having prime rib with carrots. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to be a gorgeous day. It is 8 o'clock and we're on our way. We have a long day today, about 20K, but had an amazing meal last night, then went to bed pretty early and woke up pretty early. The only problem with leaving early like this is there's still a lot of dew on these branches, but we'll manage. Well, I avoided, like, there's a creek there. I should have kept my Crocs on this morning and then crossed it. I didn't know we were crossing a creek first thing in the morning, but I have confidence in my ability to boulder hop when I really don't feel like getting wet, which I just did. This is interesting. I mean, I've seen this kind of wood before. Like, you have no idea how light this is. Like, watch when I throw it, listen to it. Like, it's hollow. And somebody went to town destroying this. I wonder if it's just bears looking for termites or something in there. Or not termites, but ants, grubs, who knows. Now I'm gonna say something controversial. See, this is this. So if you look there, that's the center of the tree. I want to point to it? Yeah, right there. That whole part of the tree, the whole center of that tree is dead. So even though it looks like a big, massive tree, at some point, every tree either dies or from a disease, gets attacked by a parasite, or falls in a windstorm. But they don't live forever. And they should be harvested. Everybody's always talking about renewable resources. A tree is absolutely a renewable resource, and they should be harvested, especially these old growth areas here. You talk about forest fires going on all the time. That's because we're doing piss poor management of our forests, not because of climate change. I've lived here 35 years, and forest fires are a reality. I see evidence. Maybe today I'll see evidence of one. I'll show you what happens, and it regenerates a forest. And yeah, no, we're doing piss poor management of our forests. Wow, this is just gonna, cool. I'm just gonna GPS this. Yeah, that's too big almost.
Oh my god, that's the biggest thing I've seen in a national park.
No, well, I've seen these in horse sites commonly.
You could cook a horse in this.
Yeah, that is fresh bear shit that has no berries in it. What's he eating? He's eating seeds of some sort. Yeah, because we passed the pass yesterday, we're basically going downhill for the next 2 days. So our destination today is either Mary Schäffer campground or the one after that called Old Trapper, I believe. Ooh, that's a big elk. Don't go far. Let's take a break up there. The old bridge is held up pretty good. This is annoying. Trying not to make noise, but there we go. Oh, yeah, finally some open trail. Somebody did the maintenance. Look at that. Amazing. Just stopped for lunch. I had a can of tuna and crackers. Man, was it good. Would never eat that at home, but out here, man, it was good. Look at this place. Not a bad view from the table. Sit here. Bear Hang's had better days. It's done. The old bridge is gone. The old bridge is gone. It's cold. Oh, this is cold. Oh, that was cold. Oh, that was cold. Cold, 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 cold. And just like that, it's pouring rain again. Trapper Creek. All right, day 2 is in the bag. And it was a long day. Whalley and I did 25K today, and it poured rain halfway through. Luckily, it stopped raining at the end of the day. It's 4:50 right now, almost 5. My tent's dry, but my pants are wet, my underwear is wet, and the shirt I wore on the hike and stuff like that. So I'm still drying stuff. But then you'll notice there's no other tent. He works at the Jasper Park Lodge, so for him it's only another 5 kilometers, and his car's there, and then he can drive home tonight. He just didn't feel like waking up to the rain or whatever, and he was I think he was cold. So anyways, he went home, which is no big deal. I'll walk out the 5 kilometers tomorrow. If I had to walk those 5 kilometers tonight, I would tire myself out. Like it would probably take me 2.5 hours to walk those 5 kilometers, because our pace today was about that, like 2 kilometers an hour, 2.5, 3. The trail's brutal. It's wet. It's slippery. Lots of willows, lots of fallen trees. It's just a dirty, dirty trail. So I'd rather relax tonight, and I'll hitchhike tomorrow to my car. But so Whalley gave me. He was planning the meals for tonight, but tonight was going to be something kind of simple. So he gave me one of his dry rations, because I didn't have a dinner for tonight. Well, I could have done by. I had a Chinese noodle, and then he gave me about 300 milliliters of his scotch. So bless his heart. Anyways, I'm gonna make myself a little meal and a whiskey right now, and hope that the sun comes out so I can really dry this stuff. Look at all the mosquitoes. Man, there's a lot of them. Somehow or other, they bite me, but I don't get the bumps or anything like that. I don't itch from mosquitoes biting me. I don't know why, but maybe it's my blood type. I don't know. They don't bug me. Definitely ugliest campsites I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot. But there's lots of wood, and it's always good at the end of the night to have a fire, especially when it's been raining all day. So I'm enjoying this fire right now. But yeah. And then the bear pole is broken over there. Food storage has had better days. Pole's broken. Pulleys are up there, cables are gone. Mess. There's the backpack, the chair, my food bag, my cup, water, saw, pot with water for tomorrow, rain gear, puffy jacket, sleeping bag. It's crowded in a one-man tent. And listen to it. It's raining. It's 8:30, so I don't care. I'm going to bed. I mean, I do this at home some days. I go to bed at 8:30. If there's nothing on TV and nothing going on, I don't care. I go to bed and then wake up early and start afresh tomorrow. So if I got to get up tomorrow at 5 and get out of here. So my challenge tomorrow is I got to hitchhike from Maligne Lake back to Jasper, and then I got to get to the junction of Highway 16 and 93, and then hitchhike all the way back to Sunwapta. So I got a challenging day tomorrow. Anyways, good night, folks. See you in the morning. Some people say they like the sound of rain on the tent. Sure, as they're recording at home, not while you're living through it. Wow, 6:30 a.m. and it's been raining all night. It's still raining. Listen. Means pack up wet, put on some rain gear and walk out. It's just gonna be miserable. That's all it is. Taught don't cook under your awning, but I have to boil some water. I just want to make myself a coffee, and it's pouring rain. I got a little ventilation, plus there's all these gaps in the tent, so I'll be fine. Just one pot of water. Cheers, folks. Hot. Perfect. Got a coffee. I think I have a plan in my head. I'm going to pack almost everything wet, walk out here wet, and I'll dry in a parking lot. Hopefully there'll be sun in the parking lot. All right, so as I've always said, I didn't have to wait too long. I got picked up, and it's never locals, it's visitors. So your name again is?
Wouter.
Wouter and his girlfriend or wife? Girlfriend Rose. They picked me up. They saw me freezing on the side of the road and they picked me up. So amazing. Thank you so much. Hang on. I'm gonna show. All right, cool. Well, you guys, I'm gonna shake your hand.
Yeah.
You guys have a great trip, man. Thank you so much. Oh. All right, there, big hug.
Oh,
all right, thank you. Good luck. Have fun on your trip, guys. The rest of your trip. Yeah, thanks. 11:57. There's something old school about a video that ends, or a hike that ends with 2 hitchhikes. I had to hitchhike twice this morning. Got picked up by a wonderful couple from the Netherlands and a wonderful older couple from Wisconsin. And now I'm back at the trailhead. Check this out. Hope you enjoyed this one, folks. Glacier Pass, if you know, not much to see there. The pass is nice, everything else. It's okay if it's if you enjoy, you know, days where with nice camps at the end of the day. Don't try and make it in 2 days. Try to make it, I'd say, do Glacier Lake or Maligne Pass in 3 nights and enjoy the life in camp. Anyways, Martyupnorth, soaking wet, tired. Hope his car starts, saying cheers, folks. Get off the beaten path.